Your revenue is never your profit. Your revenue in your business is never your profit. Yes, good day wherever you're listening, you're watching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you're watching. This is Business Day Tips. This is your first time on this channel, sponsored by Daughters of Sierra Leone. Come here to share with you business tips that actually help your business, scale your business, and grow your business to the next level. Okay, I'm speaking this morning on something I call misconception that most business people make, especially small business owners, will actually affect their business. Your revenue is never your profit. Okay, your revenue simply means the amount of money that comes into your business, be it daily or weekly or monthly, depending on how you try to scale your business. Now, there are some things you need to understand in calculating your profit, be it you are into sales, you are into services, whichever model your business operates on. Now, there is something you need to understand. You need to know your revenue. That's one. You need to know your OPEX. OPEX is your operational expenses. You need to know your operational expenses. I'm still coming to explain all of that. After knowing your operational expenses, then if there is tax you pay, you remove your tax, then you can now come to your profit. Okay, now let me explain like this. The revenue is the total amount of money, total amount of income that comes into your business, be it from sales of a product or from rendering a particular service to a customer. That's your revenue. Okay, sometimes in some businesses your revenue may be high but the profit may be little, and in some business they have, let me say, minimal revenue but the profit or the GM, the gross margin, may be high. So it depends on the nature of the business that you do. Now, when you talk about your operational expenses, this is all the costs incurred in running that business. For example, let's say you run a printing press, for example. All the operational expenses you incurred in that month of calculating your profit or your revenue, the fuel you bought, the servicing of the machines you're using, the transportation, the cost of materials you put in place, the toner, the ink, everything that you spent in operation. Okay, these are what we call operational expenses. If you have workers that you pay salary or wages, all of these are part of the operational expenses. So basically what I'm trying to say is that all of the expenses you incurred in the course of rendering that service or in the course of selling that product are what you call your operational expenses. Then your tax, the tax you pay to the government, okay, the government of your country, the amount of tax, is it pay as you earn or there is a fixed tax that you pay, whichever pattern of tax that you pay your tax, you pay your rent, all of those expenses all together, you now factor it into the revenue that you made. So when you deduct that from your revenue, you are left with your profit. Okay, that is the profit you are left with. So with your profit you can now decide on what to do. Okay, I want to invest this into my business. Okay, out of this profit I need to buy this, I need to buy that. But mistake that most young business, especially the micro businesses, the mistake they make is that the moment the income comes, they say, oh, how's your business doing? In fact, I made a lot of sales today. In fact, this month has been so on that we have several customers coming in for our services and we made a whole lot of money. They start to spend. That is not your income. If care is not taken, you start to dip your hand into the capital of your business, and before you know it, you are out of business. This is one of the reasons why so many business crash, or you just notice that a particular business has been in a particular location for several years. there is no expansion, there is no growth, because that person failed to scale that business. So you have to calculate this based on the number of customers you have, your customer base, your clientele base, okay, then the amount of income that come. You factor in the expenses, they cannot have what you call your profit. Please, even when you have your profit, whether high or low, it is always advisable to invest part of the profit back to the business. This is what helps your business to grow. The moment you start to feed or spend all the profit you make in that business, one thing that you start to experience is that the business will not grow, it will be static. Then the disadvantage that you now expose your business to, especially this time of high inflation, is that what you were able to buy last month, you won't be able to buy this month, meaning that your purchasing power will reduce as a business person, which will shrink the size of your business, and if care is not taken, you will be out of business. So I think these few tips we have added to you help you in one way or the other. Please don't just watch this video, practice everything that you hear from this video, every information that you receive from this video. Make sure you practice them, because that is where you get the result. Like this video, ask your question, comment and share. Thank you, till we see some other time.